I am Dr. Disrespect. Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. Today, being Halloween night, I thought we could go trick or treating. And for some reason, I decided to go trick or treating as our friend Dr. Disrespect. I haven't watched many of his videos, but he seems to be a cool enough guy. So I thought, why not? If we're going to disguise ourselves as somebody tonight, Dr. Disrespect, it could be a good choice. So we can create a somewhat good version of our friend Dr. Disrespect in this Universal 9, as you can see. For the chess piece, it's one of the checkmate chess piece that you need to play PvP in order to be able to get. The pants are the retro pants, but there's a handful of pants you could use. The boots, I'm using the gadgeteer boots. Again, there's a whole bunch of boots you could use. So it was simple enough to recruit our friend Dr. Disrespect. Obviously, you need a mustache and long hair. I wish I could have had something to. He usually has some sort of headphones on his head. I thought the solar helmet could do the trick, but sadly not at all. And I said the Absolute Zero goggles. My bad, it's actually the Arctic Gear goggles. And in order to be able to get some nice shiny red on the goggles, I had to use the red metallic material. Sadly, it creates this white rim around the goggles. Ideally, that should be black, but sadly, within the context of this universe online, sometimes you do what you can to try to get as close as possible to the style that you want. And for the rest of our friend, obviously we're going to use, oh, it took a while for the rifle to appear. We are going to use a rifle because that's what the doctor actually uses. But we will also use weapon masteries. So we'll use a one-handed mastery and the dual pistol mastery as well. Not sure if I used masteries before, and if I did, it most likely wasn't with those weapons. The rifle is not a weapon I use often, so it'll be a good test tonight to try it out. And of course, the Dr. Disrespect will be facing off against the evil Red Death. I toyed with making him face off against Lobo instead, but let's stick to our theme. I have something planned for Lobo in the future. So let's get this party started. I will show a detailed description of the character and how I built it. Well, actually, let's do that right now. So for the weapon, as I mentioned, I went with the rifle, and I am going to use the weapon masteries as well. For flight, I only purchased enough powers to be able to get the resistance and the restraint, the stun resistance and the restraint recovery. For the iconic powers, I think we're going to try to use the Hardlight Shield, the Robot Sidekick, and the Super Strength. And for the stats, I went all in into Weapon Focus Experts, critical attack chances, critical attack damage, precision, and whatever I had left, put in might and power. Seeing how we're going to use most of our weapons, we're not going to use our powers that much. And I just realized I have to update my loadout a bit, so let us do that right now. So we're going to use a kind of weird loadout. We're going to go with a Robot Sidekick, Warped Reality, Oblivion, Swoop Attack, Quantum Tunneling, and Hard Light Shield. Actually, let's go with a Closed Loop instead of Oblivion. It'll give us an extra shield and some healing abilities if we need it. So basically we're going to run with the 3 shields. The Closed Loop, the Quantum Tunneling, and the Hard Light Shield to give us some extra defense against the evil Red Death and the Mirror Master. Oh, and before I forget, we are going to use the Gloves of Clinging with our friend Dr. Disrespect. I toyed with the idea of giving him a jetpack and give him flying abilities, but we're not going to give a jetpack to our friend. So let's get this party started.
This weird weather has brought out the worst in Central City's criminals. Strangely, weather wizards nowhere in sight. They're robbing banks, stores, you name it. The police could use a hand. Even the city's speedsters can't be in 2 places at once.
It would probably be fun if I was to imitate our friend Dr. Disrespect. Sadly, I'm terrible at doing impressions, so we're not going to do that. I will spare you that kind of stuff. It's the same with when I made my Witcher video. It would have been tempting to make a. Oh, it would have been tempting to make a to make. It would have been tempting to sing, give a coin, toss a coin to your Witcher for that video, but I spared you that torture, sadly. So it was a bad start for our poor doctor friend. It happens. So if I was imitating the doctor, I would have said boom or something like that. Not gonna happen.
That looks like a dead drop. Confiscate the package and I'll call in law enforcement to secure it.
Shots fired! Need backup!
Stop right there! Police!
I have to admit, I discovered the doctor completely by accident. I think there's this website I go to sometimes, or this channel I go to sometimes. Pretty Good Gaming. At some point, they started mentioning Doctor Disrespect. I completely forget why. And then, of course, there was all the drama at some point once he was banned from Twitch. I think to this day, we still don't know why he was banned, or if it was mentioned, I kind of completely missed it. Which sadly goes to show you, no one is safe from being banned. It happens. But from what I can see, he found a new place on YouTube. At least he seems to have. So I'm not too worried for our friend the doctor. And something that's really cool, they actually added the doctor to some game. The name escapes me right now. He'll come back to me. It's Rogue.
Give me all your cash.
Rogue. Rogue Studios or something like that. Anyway. And they did a really good job recreating the Doctor for the game.
I've never seen anything like it. Just picked up a surge of energy from the Flash Museum. They've got the actual cosmic treadmill locked away there. That's got to be tied to these Speed Force storms. Check it out.
So one of the challenges will be not to stay in one place for too long. If you saw some of my previous videos, you have to remain mobile when you're fighting Mirror Master. So if I start going like full auto like that on our friend Mirror Master, I will be in trouble. So I will have to keep on moving around. Freaking lightning. And of course, I will have to use my various shields. So let's go and get this party started.
Looks like Mirror Master is under the influence of that weird metal. At least we know he's not behind this.
So we've summoned our friends, so let's get to it. You can cast a shield to try to help against the vortexes, but it won't really help all that much. The vortex will hit through your shield quickly enough. Also, the vortex don't seem to care if you're what your combat rating is. It will hurt you even if you're a high level player. It will hurt you no matter what. So since I'm trying to, usually I would break down. Usually I would break the mirrors. There we go. So as you saw, I didn't use many combos. I stuck to, let's take the cubicle corner desk. So I stuck to just moving around and attacking from a distance. And our robot friend helped also. So let's go into the Flash Museum. Again, I wish I could imitate our old friend, the good old doctor, but he's a very colorful individual and very dynamic. But
I found the
I just
flash,
can't do
but
it.
something's not right.
Can't stop myself. Must obey.
In my world, I strapped the Flash to the hood of my Batmobile and drove into the Speed Force. Gaining his powers made me a better, deadlier Batman, but I still have his annoying voice stuck in my head. I'm going to enjoy watching another Flash squirm. Think you can keep up? Catch me if you can.
You've got to save Flash. I think the cosmic treadmill's been opening those weird portals.
So let us save the Flash.
Fading fast.
Batman combined with the Flash, but evil? It's like a nightmare. If that's a Batman, he won't be as experienced with Flash's rogues. Go to the exhibits. We can build a device to help you fight him.
So it was quite a kick to see Dr. Disrespect actually build his arena within the game. And it was even freakier to actually see him as a playable character within that game. Ah, they interrupted me. Bit weird the way he runs with the gun, but sadly that's how it works. So I guess one of the nice things with the combos, you can still somewhat remain mobile. Oh, our friend Nick's the Black Mask is wishing us a happy Halloween. I will try to wish him one too in just a second. So here I can afford to stay in one place a bit longer, doesn't matter all that much. But again, if you fight Mirror Master, or even worse, the Red Death at the end, you have to remain mobile. If you try to stay in one place, he's gone. So as you can see, I barely was able to use the one-handed combo weapon mastery. And for the dual pistols, I just went with like 9mm, or I think it was the Elite 9mm that I used. And of course, for the one-handed weapon, I had to use the machete. Somehow it seemed like the obvious choice. There's quite a few swords I probably could have used, but somehow the machete seemed to be the obvious choice. So, I forgot, I'm not sure if I explained it. There's a crate earlier on that you have to click on before you reach this point. Doesn't matter if you don't click on the crate. The worst that can happen, once you reach this point, you would have to go back and click on the crate. But I've already done the crate clicking, so here we are. There's a little hint also here that could help you.
If you can find something nearby that's connected to the system, fixing it should open the door.
But basically, you just have to make sure that the green thing is not right next to the fire. So we're going to have to put it either here or here. And then afterwards, it's going to be just a matter of guesstimating where to put the other two. So let's get this started. So we're going to take our greeny thing here. Let's try it here first. So obviously that's not it. Let's see if we have to switch those two first. Oh, and that was it.
Schematics. Pick the exhibits to give you an edge.
To give us an edge. Decisions, decisions. Ah, let's go for fire. I have a feeling that's what the good old doctor would take. Nah, I don't know him all that well. I watched a few of his videos, especially lately when he got the deal with the game to be able to get his own arena in there and his own character. Oh, I lost my robot. We're going to summon it again in just a minute. I didn't even notice. So sadly, I'm not that used to using the rifle. Although we have quite a few missions. We had a mission in the amusement mile, in the Riddled with Crime version, where we had to use a rifle at some point. So I kind of got used to using the rifle there. But we also had in the Doom, the Metropolis, where we have a mission where we had to use a rifle. And there might be another mission or two that I forget. So once in a while, they kind of force us to use a rifle for reasons. So that is pretty much how and where I kind of learned to use a rifle. And even then, as you can see, I'm not really a weapon master with the rifle. So we're almost there. So here's the evil Red Death. So let us summon our mother box. Let us summon our friends. And let's get this party started. So again, the idea will be to remain mobile. If you stay in one place, you're in big trouble. Oh, I broke the barrel already. That's bad. The problem is that at some point, once Red Death becomes non-targetable, the next thing you target the nearest thing, and usually that's the healing barrel. So as soon as you cannot target Red Death, you end up targeting the barrel, and if you're still attacking when that happens, sadly you end up breaking the barrel. It's sad, but it happens. Could have sworn there used to be another barrel in the corner over there. I guess I was either mistaken or misremembering. And now, as you can see, we cannot target red. There we go. So they made the Red Death untargetable sometimes, I guess, to make things more challenging. So ideally, if you can remain mobile, even with the combos, that's a good thing to do, because you don't want to stay in one place too long. As you saw, as soon as I stayed in one place a little too long, oh, almost. That was close. Wasn't paying attention to my health points.
No! Flash, get out of my head and stop singing that song!
Oh, Red Death. So disappointing. Welcome to the beginning of the end. We are going to have so much fun. And by we, I mean all the Dark Knights who are coming to your world.
This isn't happening. I don't know what that...
So you really have to stay away from the vortexes or vortices. Even if you're a high level player, they will hurt you anyway. So if you stay there, you're in big trouble. Yeah, I didn't know what to choose. I'll still think about it. Oh, we got a source mark. Well, better than nothing, I suppose. Decisions. Let's go for the Raptor. So that was it. A whole video with our friend Dr. Disrespect. So have a happy Halloween, guys. Hopefully you'll have a good evening and you'll have a good time. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this universe online at this point, so if I don't answer your question right away, just search my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answers your question. So I hope you guys had a little fun watching our Dr. Disrespect video and dressing up for Halloween. And that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.